Yeah, well, the guys bounced back the way we challenged them to do today. Real good pitching, real good offense, real good defense. So it's how you want to see your team bounce back and be ready to go tomorrow.
Raise your hand again, Mike. We'll start. John.
No, it's just one game, but Wes Clark had a tough day yesterday, really bounced back today. What did you see out of him?
Just took a lot of good swings. You know, these young hitters are always a work in progress, and you're always trying to figure out what's going to make them tick. And so Wes Clark is just a guy that he's continuing to learn how he needs to prepare his swing, his approach every day, and he was obviously very locked in today.
Jeff.
How much does it mean to an offense to have a power threat like that in the middle?
Yeah, well, we have more than one. You know, Eister and him are really nice there in the middle, and when Brennan Malone comes back at some point, he'll be a legitimate power threat. So you just, again, it's an offense that I think will continue to get better as they play together. But he's pretty good guy for the middle right now.
In center, Chris.
Mark, you guys scored 34 runs in the first 3 innings. How nice is it to get off to a good start? Obviously, you didn't do it yesterday, but today you were able to bounce back and do it again.
Yeah, I mean, you want to try to get out front, but at the end of the day, you just want to make sure by the end you have more runs. So every team in the country wants to try to get out and score first and get out ahead. We've been able to do that, you know, pretty consistently so far this year. So I think it allows pitchers to pitch a little bit differently when they get leads early. And at the end of the day, you want to maximize every inning you get and every out you get. So the fact that we're getting out to good starts is always a good thing.
John.
What did you see out of Brett? He gave up 3 hard hits right at the gate,
Yeah.
right out of the gate, but then was okay after that.
Yeah, Brett probably that was probably the worst stuff he's had in the time he's been here. He threw up after breakfast today, so he was out there on guts. His fastball and just he didn't have his good stuff. But what you saw is a guy with big guts, a lot of savvy, and a guy that just found a way to get it done anyway. And to throw 6 innings, you know, it looked like he might have to come out of there in the second inning today because it didn't look like it was going to be his day. The fact that he lasted 6 innings and only gave up the 3 earned runs, I think that just is a testament to the kind of competitor he is and the kind of savvy he has.
And John Gilreath, he gave up a couple of hits but had 3 strikeouts. What has it meant to have him back, and what kind of what have you seen out of him just around the clubhouse and his attitude?
Yeah, he's fit right in. You know, the guys are happy to have him back. He's happy to be back. He gave up the 2 hits, but they were both scratch hits. You know, neither one was hit very hard, and he struck out the side. So I think that's very encouraging for him and for us. I know that clubhouse is happy to have him back, and he's fit in very well. So we got to have some lefties that can get outs, and right now he's probably the best guy for us so far.
Anything else, Coach? Jeff.
After a tough night last night, what kind of mood was the team in this morning, and how did you see them prepare and bounce back?
Yeah, I think the results speak for themselves. The message we gave the team before the game was that we had actually looked at, we get a lot of information after every game. You get the traditional box score that tells you what the score and the at-bats and the RBIs were. But we actually got the results from our TrackMan about how many hard hit balls are there, all those kinds of things. And we actually had as many hard hit balls last night, probably maybe even more than we had today, believe it or not. And so based on the amount of hard hit balls, especially in the 8th and 9th inning, we had 5 balls hit 100 miles an hour. And so we just told them, hey, don't lose any confidence based on the results of last night, the results of the wind holding up home runs. You guys actually hit the ball really hard last night. 15 balls hit over 95 miles an hour. In my time here, we're 11-0. Actually, it's 15-0 when we had done that. So it was just one of those nights where it just wasn't meant to be. But build on it and just keep swinging the bats well. And we came out and did that today.
Anything else, Coach? All right, appreciate it.
Thank you.